inotoda kutaurwa nyaya iyoyo because
Yeah,
iri
aiwa.
kunetsa kunzwisisa.
Ndatoona kuti zvanyaya zvairi kutoenderera kwete zvekutamba.
Yeah.
And Nyamashisha, do you know kuti ma announcement akatwa naBiti aya handi mubvunzo wati vamwe vanhu vacho vari kuquestionwa pamatwitter kuti kweiwewe wakata zvakati people they don't forget, so it's gonna be tight, trust me. It needs a lot of work. Thank you.
But
Sorry.
yeah, ikoko manje ndokwandiri kuti but do we really, I mean, iwewe munhu, if you don't want to be a part and parcel of them, why should you be bothered now? Because it's obvious that whoever is questioning them, why are you coming? It's obvious you're not going to be following them. So why are you bothered with them?
Why they are bothered is they want a clarification for that person to say what they just, all they have to say is I made a mistake, bye bye. Guys, let's work together. Them, they'll be defending themselves. If you keep on defending, it's not gonna gain any traction, trust me. You have to accept your mistakes.
Tiri vanhu vane history vasina truth and reconciliation.
No problem. And then
Yeah,
we'll be
very
starting
very
over.
much so.
Yeah.
Ndisati tatora hangu platform yangu ka. Mataura chokwadi, Zimbabweans, they are taught two things: being competitive and being unforgetful. They are dangerous. They are too dangerous. That's why you see it's hard to support each other. Kuti tishandidzane semaZimbabweans. Amweni achiziva pane mukoti wekuti unogona kuempa umwe munhu anouvhara because anoti once ndakamuudza achaushandisa unidarika inini. Ndozotsoka hangu mandipa the platform to speak. Chimboita henyu intro namhofu.
Nyamashisha, a good example. Chinyonyo paakada kuita GIE akashaya support. He has got millions of following on his Twitter. He didn't. You know the reason why he didn't get support? Because he used to denigrate other people. People are very sensitive what you say to other people. That's why I'm trying to. You know what I mean? That's why people keep on staying with him, because I know the value you could respect some other people's choices. Thank you.
Yeah. Pakaipa Nyamashi. I think mu opposition mune toxicity iri. There's been a lot of bad mouthing one another in previously. So I think there's always that in the back of the people's mind, but I just think people should work, I think Ramataura Jokuti, whoever is doing whatever they are doing, let them do it. Because I think at the moment, there are people who will never see eye to eye. It's just, I don't know. Can we talk of forgiveness in politics? Can we talk of unity? Because if you look, for example, like Vabiti, and what he's saying is, it probably come out as the right thing, and it's probably the right thing to do. Then you bring in the diaspora people, the former PDP. If you look at Anam Koma Bay and stuff, not Mkoma, is actually young Eisen, but then they are coming into the foil. But when you look at these people's posts previously, there have been a lot of bad mouthing other leaders and stuff. So I think people of Zimbabwe, in Zimbabwean politics, when you look at it, people always go back to that toxicity and that previous bad mouthing. But I think, like you rightly say, Panabakuti, emerging friction. The friction comes from the past. Like I know somebody talk of trust and the previous experience. But how can we overlook? How can we just
How can
not
how can we overcome that?
yeah.
Okay. Vachamisa now 4:45 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Vaisa a Senegalese in the proverb.
Right.
Like that, even if you dance in water, your enemies will still I will still accuse you of causing dust. He didn't say anything.
Mm.
Wangwe said that. It's just it's an image, but in that image, there are those words. Even if you dance in water, your enemies will still accuse you of causing dust.
And it's a loaded statement, right?
It's a loaded statement. But Iwo, you didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the point, where I'm trying, to get at is
Mm-hmm.
then look at the comments.
All right.
Zakupost kwamanje nevanhu.
Okay.
Like yaiswa ngoma Tafi kuzi hanzi all who supported Monzorewa destroying MDC and all those who supported Chabangu destroying CCCC should never pretend to care about the constitution. They should never pretend to be defenders of anything. They bolstered, empowered, emboldened, and enabled ED to do all this. They are morons.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uncle Gerard number of status. You know, people,
pinda zvedu.
people interrupt wangu. Yes, people are angry. Yes, people betrayed you. Yes, you felt betrayed. But Uncle Gerard, there are two things that Zimbabweans are missing here. Currently, people are going in an election mode rather than focusing on defending what is there that leads to that election mode, because these attacks on saying you did, rather than just do what you do in that corner, then we meet upon a mudslinging. But when you start to attack individuals, throwing my jabs, looking for my previous betrayals, you are showing a sign that no, I'm not just for this, what is imminent, but I'm here to already campaign and set a tone for, for political mileage. Yes, all of them, they are politicians. But what are they looking at right now? What is there right now that needs people to intervene on? Which needs people to push back on? Are we already going to elections whereby you say, let me decampaign this person? Because that is what is happening. People are missing a reality that will strike us all because we are in election mode rather than focusing on a citizen citizens issue, because our rights are being taken away. Those rights that allows us to vote for Vachamisa, Vamonzora, Vaningi, Vamnangagwa, with what is happening in these 90 days. People should push away the election mode and pack it aside. Say, no, we will come back. When we want to elect a leader, president, then that's when we will tell you that you did this. Right now, it's not for that. It's not for that. No matter how people want to justify it, want to attack who and what, and say this one. That's where ZANU-PF is benefiting. It's benefiting because it knows that these people, instead of looking at the ball, they start looking at patenda kutamba game rakaita so. Iwo wakanotaura kuna coach kuti uyu arara achimwa saka should not play. Saka handifende ndakataura newe, handifende ndakakuona. But is it a match?
Yeah, man.
But if this is a numbers game, like Uncle, the Jameson Timber faction, which is defending the constitution, and Tendai is his new defending constitution, surely it's the same thing, right? If it's a numbers game, I don't know what's happening in the background. Chich Nonesa, why are these guys not
No, but
united?
I've got a question. Yekuti pawakaita that meeting yes wakazobhombwa bye, and they were all together for that meeting. What separated them to be having different organizations? I don't know.
No, I told you the reason why.
Yeah.
I'm I told you the reason why.
But this is a sticking point. It seems like everyone is so focused on this issue. Say unite, and why is it there seems to be friction? Friction was to be expected given the background of the people that are participating in defending the Constitution. For the past 2 years, if you have heard me constantly out why do you need new people to participate, it's because new people will not come with this particular baggage. When it is important, the new people will not have a history which Murambe Michita point to.